Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL One Battlefield 4 Winter Cup number 3. And our grand final, Jason, is upon us.
It is. It's going to be Penta up against Epsilon. Penta for the first time beating Fnatic in the semifinals and actually advanced, well, first time this season, and advancing through into the grand finals against a team that we've seen be very hot and cold so far today.
The third grand final in a row that we're being seeing Fnatic in. And yeah, you're right. I mean, both of these teams as well. I don't know. Epsilon had a good start in their games, and then they sort of fell off midway through the first half, and then they sort of managed to bring it back in the second here. Penta went to 3 maps and 2 overtimes to take out Fnatic. They have fought their way here tooth and claw. Very, very impressive stuff from them right now. And again, Fnatic will be sitting out of yet another grand final. And if you want to know why, you can always check Twitter. But we're going to be jumping into this one. The first match is going to be on Operation Locker here once we do get our countdowns all sorted. And, well, this is not... sorry. It's not the first time that Penta and Epsilon have gone head-to-head this season. Very, very close matches between them, but Epsilon got the better of them last time they played. So, well, it's going to be all down to this one, that's for sure. Now, as we... do check out Locker Room, we saw Epsilon with a fairly good showing on it. I'd like to think. I think it was pretty good. When they had the bomb, when they had a good run forward, they had a good sense, I guess, of when they could really just throw themselves at the enemy bomb sites and get those plants down. So, you know, they set up nicely as well. This is just a weird map. It's a tough map. Excuse me. It's not really easy to get ahead sort of very quickly. It's very much back and forth. We talked about the choke points. We talked about how it can stagnate towards the middle of the map, so always things that we're looking out for here, as well as now as our countdown ticks on down.
Yeah, finally we're going to have this one get underway any second. Now on the side of Epsilon, we've got Mayak, Horik, Hunter, Jika, and Hexus. On the side of Penta, we saw them earlier on today in our first game of the day with Cammy, Lex, Quick, Yroz, and Smashu. So Smashu continuing to play for the team so far. Yeah,
it's quite interesting actually that Yroz is coming in, but maybe he was not supposed to be replacing Smashu. Obviously not, I guess now they're in this lineup. So, strong looking team. Smashu, of course, settling nicely into Penta, I think. He's definitely... coming here from Leet, I think. He was in Leet, wasn't he? With David in week 1. You weren't here, sorry. I think he was.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And now he's made his way, of course, in towards Penta, which is another very, very good team. And he's right at home, of course, with a lot of those guys. These guys, I mean, in this game, all know each other really well. So this is... you know, very, very friendly. If this was maybe Epsilon Fnatic, there wouldn't be such a friendly vibe about the game, but this time, yeah, it's pretty relaxed.
Well, let's see how this game goes, though. You have Epsilon looking for their 3rd straight title in a row here on the winter season. And we're just taking a look at where the action will be breaking down once you get these initial checkpoints or choke points. Actually, was there anyone going outside? Was there anyone working towards that area? Okay, there was on the side of Epsilon, so maybe the man going up there, and he will be able to rotate in to help his team out in just a few seconds. So, Penta, it looks like they get up a lot of control here of this inner side so far. At least maybe they drop down into the lower portion of it, which they have exactly done. Lex here waiting for the shot, and unfortunately not able to take down Horik in time. But Smasher will be there to pick up the kill, but Smasher will fall as well, so no revive coming through. And Epsilon with 3 quick kills, they can push this bomb across.
And they may, in fact, do that, actually, as Hexus now just going to get revived on War to a lot of nades. He's already preemptively had the defibrillator paddles out there to try and revive his teammate. He did do that. Jika now pushing forward so aggressively. Not a grenade's being thrown here by Penta to try and buy themselves some time, and QCK gets a nice little double there to keep, I guess, Epsilon on their toes here. They can't really push straight through this one here. It's very, very well defended by Cammy and Quick at this stage. And the bomb just going to sit back. Epsilon have to find a way in here. They're coming from the outside as well. Will this flank technique work? Hexus gets a kill. Goes to get taken out by Smashu as well. Always very, very switched on player. They are very much struggling here to make ends meet.
It could have worked, but those are... well, the grenades alone that just held them back for such a long time, even though they had the man advantage, was really well timed by Penta and bought so much time for them. They will get the respawns back in to reinforce the position. But Epsilon, they finally broken through, though. They've lost control of the bomb as Jika has fallen. And Horik going to be here to help out. Fortunately, just spraying wildly. Then she just picked up the kill on the Smashu, and that should be the bomb planted, I would assume. Unless there's a man off Penta who can stop this. Actually, there might be down towards that south side. It's going to be Yroz who's going to have a very easy shot on this.
Yeah, he'll be able to watch this one here as well. He did see a player sort of run away. He's throwing the frag grenade just to shake the bomb planter away. And Kamika and Lex are just going to be able to clean up a little bit on towards that site. Cammy is now still on that site. Does get a great kill, in fact, a vertical one on towards Horik. And Horik killed himself with a grenade there. Bit of a throwback to MYM Flax in our last season. So nice work from him, and that is definitely going to make things harder for Epsilon now, as they must respawn in and go for the defense in here. And they got so decimated that Penta actually, if they're quick on their toes, can get a plant. But They may just play it a little bit careful.
They have the time to pull it off, and Wyro's not even needing to use a scope here. What a shot through the grate.
Cheating. Wyro's cheating.
Apparently you heard it here. First, Alan Mitch.
Wyro's is A, a noob, and B, cheating.
Okay. Well, at least his team isn't a noob, but so far is able to get this plant first onto Epsilon on their side of the map as well. Let's see if they can defend against this. 3 minutes has gone by. And Penta, you know, they could take the lead. They could actually be up against Epsilon. I feel like they're a team that can pull it off, and I think they're a team that can easily do this, especially against a kind of newer team, we can say, since they haven't been together as long as Penta have.
Penta absolutely deserve this. They're absolutely up to the task as well. You can see them right now putting a ton of pressure on towards Epsilon. However, they will be staved off at the moment as Horek should be able to get a safe defuse with the rest of his team covering that side. Frag grenade shouldn't hurt him. Only a little bit there, but he will get the defuse easily enough. And Epsilon are free now to make their push forward as we head back towards the left side of the map now. And again, respawns coming in from Penta. One failed assault after another. Eventually, we're going to hit this critical mass. Something's got to give. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we only see the one detonation this half, if that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I think it comes down to how the teams play off the back of that initial destruction. Or if you have, you know, Epsilon escaping it with like 4, maybe 3 people, you can have them push up aggressively and maintain control and keep that momentum going. But you can see they're really struggling to get the bomb down over towards there. They're looking for Penta just get a little bit cocky, a little bit aggressive. Doesn't seem like they're giving up any positions just yet. Nice little spot here out of Quick. Let's give them that height advantage, but unfortunately just can't hit the shot so far.
Such a great team Penta is as well. It's disappointing to see that their results at LAN maybe weren't what they would have hoped for, but it was an epic sort of decider match between them and Epsilon at our Gamescom finals actually that decided who was going into the semis. So out of the lower bracket I think it was. So both these two teams, just like they know what they're up against here as well. I always love to watch Penta play. I think they're very, very good. Smash you on Lex though. Maybe make me eat my words right now as GK will be able to respond. Very back and forth. I mean, you see the map here as well. Ooh, could be a squad wipe here as well for Epsilon. And it is Mayak, just the last man standing. And there's not really much he can do to contest this one here. He is, well, back in spawn. So, again, we switch back towards the eastern side now. It's Penta make their push.
Because this is what I was saying, actually, in the map, or the game we just saw earlier with Leisure, is that so that's very kind of weird, where if you get a full squad wipe through, and you get a defuse through, you can run it across the entire map and get another plant down almost in time before they can respawn to it. It's very, very different than other maps that we have out there currently. Smasher just looking for that kill. He's off. Oh, he's just hiding in the smoke.
How's he not seeing that player?
I'm really not sure. I think maybe he just sees things a little bit differently than we see here in spec mode, but Lynx is able to respawn though. And Penta, this attack's been thwarted. They're able to run the spawn back, but how much time will you really have to stay alive? Quick picking up 2, Smasher picking up 1 as well. That actually might have been what they needed to turn this around.
This is really nice. Penta's still being forced outside, so those kills aren't really amounting to a lot as well. As you can see now in the bottom left is where the player cams are. I mean, yeah, they got kills sort of in this area, but hasn't allowed them to push in, hasn't allowed them to establish a stronghold here. The problem is I mean, between here and here, there's no safe position for attacking members to come. So, like, you're always running a gauntlet to try and get towards the enemy's MCOM. Very, very difficult to do, and almost all of the MCOM plants that we see don't happen from being ground out. We see it just a complete squad wipe or like a massive play, like a 3-piece or something like that, and then teams can sort of rush in off the base of that. It's never a sequential sort of step-by-step movements through those treacherous tunnels.
Yeah, I think this is why we don't see this map that often, because of that fact. Teams that aren't really great at responding to how another team's playing, or teams that don't want to give the opportunity to another team, just stray away from this one and play, you know, a lot of the easier maps like Dawnbreaker, or even some Gold Mine Railway in there, which would have actually had in the first game where Penta wasn't afraid to play that one. I can see Nexus again, getting control of the staircase, but will be taken out by Smashu, who basically just dropped on top of his head and Gooba stomped him. So now down 2 men. Penta have the man advantage, but you can still see, even with that, they're still too afraid to push through. What they need to do, I think, is push someone through the outside, flank around behind them, and then from that, it's like, all right, well, you have a free push on towards C.
We saw some good plays from the outside, actually, from Epsilon on their second half on this map. So maybe Bender could take a leaf out of their book and work around this area a bit more, but I don't really think they need to right now. They've managed to push all the way through towards A. They have just so much control right now. As I say, that Smashy goes down. He did get a kill, though. That's important to note. picked up Hexus now, and Jika just trying to file out of these corridors towards the bomb. That's a lot of nades. That's a lot of grenades being thrown here by Penta, taking control of this area quite well now. But see, Hexus has managed to break his way through. It's only Quick and Wyros left. Quick with a massive game so far. Hunter killing his teammate isn't going to help out, but Horek will get the defuser. We'll be able to secure this one up now as Epsilon move forward in numbers. And there is the bomb dropped, as Quick does take down Jika, but unfortunately to no avail, as Horek now able to move freely and make the push for Epsilon.
This game's so back and forth so far. Plants have been had. Unfortunately, no destructions just yet. It might just come down to one in general. It might just go through the entire 20 minutes of only one MCOM destruction happening. Or you might get 0 and go into overtime, but now Penta, they're down 3 men. Epsilon have all 5 alive. This should be Epsilon not getting a plant over towards the enemy side of the map, but where are they choosing to go? Or are they choosing to go? The A or the B site?
So I like this adaptation from Epsilon. They realize, like, we have actually wrecked Penta right now. Their spawn will take a long time to come, and when it does, it won't be in a great spot. So let's go for a really deep bomb site. And this one here as well, if you look in the infirmary, there are lots of positions you can defend it from as well. It is hard to kill people when they're in this room. You can see that Hunter's going to set up here as well. You can use a lure to blow a hole in the walls here, but it still gives a lot of cover to anyone who's inside that sort of office area. So Penta just being kept outside right now completely. I don't know why Wyros is taking his time so much here. Maybe, I guess, it's Jika sitting back just watching the long angle. But this is a beautiful setup from Epsilon, and Penta, look at this smash shoot. Has to be normally such an aggressive player has to be so patient and careful as he makes his way in, but he does get one. And Penta have managed to take over as well. It's a good push from here to clean things out. And QCK on both sides is surrounded. He must get back in. He must get on towards his bomb. It looks like Epsilon holding so well from here. Don't have to worry about too much at all, and they will get that MCOM detonation. Hunter is going to be there to witness it as it does go up, and that's a very good start for Epsilon here. A lot of push and pull in this game. It's a big tug of war, but just that one play, the one, 3-piece, Epsilon knew they could go deeper. This is easier to defend than A by far, but they're happy to take that away. Why
did Hunter die when he was looking at the explosion? I thought we went over this earlier.
Maybe he's just not cool enough.
Sounds about right. All right, well, we do have 30 seconds left on the clock here, and by the time the bomb spawns in as well and gets pushed across the map into these checkpoints, I think that's going to be it. I think this Epsilon going to be having a 1-0 lead of MCOMs at the end of this first half. And now just 25 seconds to go. The bomb has been picked up by Epsilon. They can just run it away if they want as well. Or are they going to be aggressive and try to plant it? If they can pull off an MCOM plant and get a 2-0, this would be dangerous. And they're going to get the plant down. There's no one left alive for Penta in the last few seconds. Epsilon are going to have a chance for that 2-0.
Oh, that's heartbreaking for Penta right now. 1 MCOM is one thing. 2 is, well, it puts so much pressure on them now in the next half. Again, they can't afford to sort of make any of those mistakes like we said. And Epsilon have sneakily pushed their way up on towards that one, but Penta have taken control of the infirmary right now. Let's see if they can push further on. There's still only two Epsilon players towards his A side now. Hexus is well and truly out and towards the open. The round won't finish until the bomb is either defused or it explodes. And Jika must hold on. He gets taken down, though. I think Penta will be able to breathe a sigh of relief and get this defuse here. Although Epsilon have the players, no one's starting to defuse yet. QCK now, he gets the point. He gets it. He goes down. Oh, good Lord, Maya gets 2 on the bomb. Oh, dear. It's a disaster for Penta. And that MCOM will be blown up as well to make it 2 at the half.
Toby, a disaster indeed here as you see them pick up the 2-0 after how long it took for that to actually break down. It was, what, 7 minutes of time passed before we saw the first one actually get blown up, and Mate coming up big at the very end of that, going 16-5. Somehow, with like 25 seconds on the clock, they get the bomb across, they get a full squad wipe from Penta, who maybe assumed, all right, that's over, that nothing's going to happen anymore. And, well, you know what they say out of assumptions. And Epsilon are able to get a 2-0 lead.
If you're Penta, you must be kicking yourself right now. You cannot let that happen. With 10 seconds left, we saw a sneaky plant from Epsilon there because, I mean, Penta, I guess they just took their foot off the gas, and even Mayak able to get a quick double to keep that bomb undefused, as it were, ticking away. Oh, man, if I'm Penta right now, I'm really pissed because 1 MCOM detonation is okay, it's fine. You go into the second half, you fire up, you get 2, you're fine. Now, even if Penta dominate that second half, it's an overtime is the best they can hope for here.
Mm-hmm. And you obviously don't want to go to overtime where it's called stopwatch, and there's 5 minutes on the clock, and you only need to destroy 1 MCOM to finish the half, so if the one team destroys the MCOM, let's say within 4 minutes, then the other team only has a minute left onto the second half to get the MCOM destruction, which we'll get into that a little bit more when we do, or if we do reach overtime, which Penta already played quite a few today, so I think there might actually be a chance for it to happen yet again. But we're low into the second half. Now Penta going to be on the blue side, Epsilon on the red. and Penta need 2 M-Coms without letting a single one slip by to take it into that overtime and have a chance to maybe go up 1-0 in this best of 3.
Penta's game was obviously, even from an outside view, against Fnatic, exhausting. 3 maps and 2 overtimes is just... no, thank you. It would have been such a grueling experience for them, and of course, the triumph and the fact that you took out Fnatic, you can't be relieved because you still have to go up against Epsilon after that, and it's tough for them. But that's how you win these cups. My concern, Jason, though, is that the question, I guess, it begs the question: have they already played their grand final? Have they expended all their energy, I guess, that they had tonight on beating Fnatic? Because Epsilon, for all intents and purposes, should I say, is looking like the more formidable opponent right now, and they need every ounce of energy that they can get.
Well, the funny thing is, I believe, because Penta have gotten through into the finals, they would now be tied for 2nd place.
Yes. Thus
means they will most likely be put in... I'm trying to think if they'll be on Epsilon side of the bracket or Fnatic side of the bracket, because Fnatic's still... actually, they could be on opposite sides of Fnatic or Epsilon, depending on how this kind of happens.
I think we'll see Epsilon and Fnatic in the same half of the bracket next week. I think that's what we'll see.
Oh, here we go. Kicking off our second half. Penta on the blue, Epsilon on the red, currently leading 2-0. This is only our first map of the final. Second map will be Dawnbreaker, and third map, if we do need it, will be on Zavad between these 2 teams. So let's see. Epsilon are 1 M come away from getting that 1-0 lead, and Penta have everything to fight for.
Oh, Smashy just wrecked Hunter as well, and there was nothing the Hexes could do to try and get over and revive him, so that's a good start there. 2 nade kills already set up by Penta. It's almost a squad wipe already. Jika, oh, he's just looking on in dismay. Where the heck did my team go? Now he's just going to try and hold his choke point. And he's done well. He's got 2 as well. He does go down eventually, but the respawns are coming in on him. That's something about Operation Locker that happens quite often. You can hold those points with just 1 player and wait for reinforcements. The bomb is on the ground, though. It's not being held by anyone now. I think in the hands of Epsilon. Yes, Hunter. He's just going to get it away from the grasping hands of Penta right now. They came out very, very strong. But see, now the Epsilon actually have the chance to just slow things down, take the foot off the pedal, work from a different angle, and maybe even pull the rug out from under Penta now as they take the momentum away.
Oof. Well, that nade right behind Cammy. They didn't know where left to work with, and this is going to be difficult. I feel like they need to reinforce their back lines. They know the bomb's moving in that direction. But that leaves them so susceptible to being pushed from the side, to being pushed from the back. And by back, I mean the donut, the prison yard area. Well, let's see. It looks like Smashu able to provide a little bit of decent damage through as
so good.
We're going to run around the corner, try to fight him 1v1, but the bomb is still on the hands of Epsilon. And I actually wait for some respawns and hopefully pick up a cheeky kill or 2 to open up this actual site.
Cammy, it's just such a struggle with the recall coming off from that one. That's the AEK, if I'm not mistaken. Just, yeah, not easy to connect those kind of shots there towards Hunter now, and he is barely scathed by that one. Did take a bit of damage, but now going to just set himself up here in the hillside. He's got the bomb, so I mean, he still reveals his position here, but look at this Lex coming forward. Wants to take that bomb for himself and does get a kill in the process. Has to continue to follow up on that one. Now the jump down the hill from Mike wasn't really convincing. I give it a 2 out of 10. The landing kind of didn't stick that one at all, so Hunter now just on his own in the moment. Just has to deal with potential players coming in from either side. He's kind of caught right now with the bomb. I don't really understand the mindset behind us staying there, but okay, no worries. What was that? That was Wyros went to get the bomb and got taken down, I think. But anyway, Penta now can push out, but look at this cover.
Well, Horky's down to 9 health, but he was able to heal up there, as you can see. So just trying to buy some time, hiding behind their wall. That's all he really needs to do, just stay alive, and they won't come his direction. If they're going to, they have to throw some nades, but with the distance they're at, there's nowhere those nades are going to get anywhere near far enough. And of course, he has Hexus off to the side to help out if he doesn't need it. So they're forcing the bomb to go in a different direction. Penta needs to look at a different alley of attack. And it looks like it's been able to happen, actually, with 3-man squad out of Penta pushing through on the underside, but Hunter coming from the back gets one. Wyros will quickly turn that around, but the bomb has made its way over there. And this is getting dangerous. Epsilon, they have to be careful. They've lost all the men at the site.
Super strong push by Penta right now. They're just coming forward in numbers right now. Even QCK going to get the kill on Mayak, who was lurking behind it. They'll do, well, similar to what Epsilon did beforehand. They're going to go towards the infirmary. But Epsilon, they're wise to this, and they actually can, if they push forward in the infirmary, they can set up here. GK won't go in yet. A lot of shots coming in towards him. It would be Cammy. be looking out from now as the smoke is in there. Penta now going to work from 2 angles here. This is perfect. This is exactly what Penta should have done when Epsilon went for this kind of push now. They have numbers in the med bay, and they're working towards that B side here. Lex trying to watch from the door. The incendiary won't kill him. It's going to well and truly force him away. He'll go down to that one. If he's not careful, 1 health. He's still on his feet, though, but just a breath of air on him would have been enough to take him out. Epsilon have control. Just need to deal with QCK. Get him out of here, and he'll have to back away anyway. That'll be a defuse. Oh, the squad wipe comes out. Yeah, it did. And Epsilon now going to defuse it eventually. I'm going to make their run back towards the other side of the map.
Just got to hope whatever key has used bound to doesn't break. That'd be the worst.
I've seen moments like that before in other games, that's for sure. It's pretty devastating.
It's the worst when it's you as well. But as in like you like as in me or you or the person playing. Either way, Penta now on the defense again. They're down 2 on comms, so they have what 5.5 minutes to get this all done, and they can't allow Epsilon to get a single one. I feel like knowing Epsilon though, knowing the team that they have, they're gonna want to push and actually go for the victory here. They're not gonna give Penta that chance. Especially how close that last one actually came, where Penta could have potentially blown up that MCOM inside the infirmary, but still taking a long time here for Epsilon to make their move. Again, they don't have anyone flanking around, so they're more than happy to just sit here and relax and wait.
I mean, you said that Epsilon want to push forward and get the win, and you're not wrong. That's exactly how they managed to get the second MCOM last half, but they're okay with this right now. They don't mind just, you know, playing sort of at range with Penta and just going back and forth because they're not in a hurry. You know, it's Penta that actually are the ones that really need to be the difference here. They need to make a play. They need to really shake things up a little bit here. Just back and forth play. Well, it's fine when you're even, but they're not. They have a deficit to make up, and they must do it soon.
I just don't feel like Epsilon are the type of team to just play like that. I don't know. I feel like they
want to. They're not playing.
They don't want to just sit back and drag out the time. Like we've seen Fnatic do in the past. But I don't feel like Epsilon is a team to do that. And that's going to be Hexus pushing through, but he will get taken down. Another kill coming through. But you can still see Penta not really able to push through just yet. Actually, it'd be funny if 3 or 4 men push out of Penta here on the lower side, and they're just like, all right, forget you, we'll run through the upper and get straight in towards your entire area with the respawns coming through. The bomb has been dropped from Horik, who has gone down. But Penta only 2 men alive. Even if they do get the bomb, they're still going to be struggling to get control.
There's the bomb inside the watchtower here, and well, Cammy knows that going up to get that would make him so vulnerable right now, and here's the good peek, actually very good peek from Hexus to take him out. Penta want control of the middle of the map, but this is an important point as well where Hexus was, and he will drop, finally. Maya can spot people from underneath the grate as well. Doesn't really want to risk shooting at them for revealing himself, but still can light them up, but where is the spawns coming in? This is far too late at this stage, I think, especially if Smashu gets his running shoes on. I think Meg's going to play the flank. If they go for A, they're screwed. If they go for B, they're screwed, as long as he pushes. But no, the 2 of them get taken down. Jika and Meg both do fall. And that's allowed the plant from coming for Penta. This is phenomenal. It's taken them about 7 minutes to do it. But with the momentum off the back, they can get the destruction. They can pull off that second. It's good. That's what I would like to see from Penta right now. Let's see if we can have a recovery from this one, because Epsilon, they can get themselves out of these situations on the way to pure fragging ability. 3 players on the map for Penta right now, and Hexus makes it down towards 2. It's just Cammy and Wyros trying to hold on here. You can see Jika off towards the side. There are pretty much no walls to speak of right now, and you can see Cammy trying to bunny hop through them, but he knows he was well and truly endangered species, and Mayak surely will drop down in a moment to try and get that defuse. You can see that Epsilon not taking any chances. They're trying to clear out Penta before they go for this one here. Penta just killed himself and Lex just killed himself and a teammate. Brilliant. Just brilliant stuff. And that's completely ruined things for Penta right now. Oh no, Epsilon, they can run this across the map too. Smashu, finally Lex and Wyra spawning as well. You can see Meg run as quick as he can across this entire map, trying to get a potential plant. Actually looks like they're going on the outside again with 2.5 minutes left. As long as they stall for a little bit of time, they actually technically don't even need to go for the victory off the MCOM plant. Just protect. Just delay as much as you possibly can, because if you do that, then there's nothing Penta can do based off time alone. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Penta up against the clock this time. It's a situation they used to be in, I'm sure. But they really haven't done much to remediate that one thus far, as Mayak is free to just push around on the outside here. Penta, going to have to meet them here. Cammy will be looking for the shots. They're all going to jump down with the parachutes out. Can Cammy capitalize? No. Hunter takes down Cammy, and Smashu also drops, and there is a very quick plant towards C. This is an utter decimation. Keep in mind, it takes 45 seconds for the bomb to blow up, so even if Penta were able to get the bomb, the defuse through, and run it across the map, they'll have, at this moment, less than a minute to pull it off, not to mention the bomb respawning through as well. So I want to call it Penta. There's just no way they can win this half anymore. It's just too late in the half. There's not enough time anymore, and this should be Epsilon taking the victory, whether they get it through the MCOM destruction or they get it through time alone. Oh my god, you can see now so much fighting being done through that doorway there, and Hexus, well, he managed to get the better of Lex with the pistol there, and that is going to be about it. Will there be a defuse? Oh, you can see Lex was going for it right now. Who is on the bomb site? No one. And that's just white for Penta. That's devastating, and that is definitely adding insult to injury for them right now, as they were just trying to push for their own MCOM moments ago, and it gets turned around on their head. Epsilon Esports, a very, very strong map 1.
All right, so well done to them. Go on to the second map now, which will be Dawnbreaker, which is a map of Epsilon's choosing. We saw them play it up against Leisure. Didn't really do much the first half, like you were saying. More of a second-half team. They pulled into the second half with a 2-0 victory, although in terms of MCOMs. So I wonder if we can be seeing the same yet again. Penta, one of the teams who actually did play this map earlier on as well
TK.
against Team TK. One of the, I guess I want to say the original innovators of how to play this map, at least after Fnatic showed them how to correctly. But the positions they were able to hold, from what we saw last season, I think we could have a pretty decent map on our hands. I think we could actually see Penta win this one.
I enjoy Penta on this map, definitely. I think
I wouldn't have said that at the first cup of last season, though.
Yeah, no, you're right.
If you go back and watch Nevada, that you could hear, I think it's Alex and I, being very frustrated the way they were playing that. But we'll see. They obviously have changed up their style quite a bit. But Epsilon, they've lost a man. They got to wait for the reconnect.
They do. I mean, look, Penta held TK to 0 detonations when they played earlier tonight on this one. They got 2 in the first half, 1 in the second. So much like Epsilon just did to them. Dawnbreaker, a map that they are fairly comfortable with as well. And you've got to hand it as well. I think Epsilon are good on this map. I think they had some sick plays against Fnatic in the final, actually. That some players, and I said it before, I'll say it for the benefit of everyone here, over in this area, they just smacked Fnatic up, like in the most crucial moment. Bomb was down.
Like Prodigy?
But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That was how it worked out. Yeah, it's Prodigy.
Okay.
It was they had the bomb down, Fnatic pushing in with 5, Epsilon with 5, and Epsilon just tore them a new one.
Well, Epsilon, they've been able to do it to Fnatic. Can they do it to Penta? We're still just waiting for that last man to reconnect. Waiting for Hunter, there we go, to rejoin the party. Maybe he has that slow PC. But he has reconnected, and we're about to get underway here.
This is Fnatic on Twitter right now, by the way.
Doesn't look like Salt.
No, it's not.
Looks like Fire.
It is.
They're on Fire?
It is Fire. I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that. All right, so waiting for the start on our little countdown here for this potentially last map, if Epsilon are going to be carrying their strength from the last one. But still, as I said, I like Pen on this one. I reckon they're quite strong on this map. Dawnbreaker always seems to be an interesting one. It always seems like we have extended scuffles over the center of the map until just something gives. Just some play, some maybe like as I said, like a 2 or 3 piece here comes out and teams are able to push forward. I do want to note as well, and I actually brought this up earlier on, is you can do a lot of work off this grassy knoll. So we've seen a lot of teams that set up here that they value this as sort of a key position. And if you're a Battlefield player, you probably understand why. Is the fact that you can obviously access, you can safely cross that street where you otherwise wouldn't be able to. Driving so good.
Like I said, I don't want to ever drive in a car with you.
You get you could safely cross this no man's land by using the tunnels here. It just funnels you into a bit of an awkward position, and you have to get the enemies out of here before you can use that for your own access towards this A side. So it could be a bit tricky, but you don't really want to be sitting up here lobbing grenades all day and be like, well, brilliant, I actually can't get across.
The danger, though, of that grassy knoll is the fact that if they don't go A, then you're like, all right, well, I'm screwed because I can't really provide much cover towards B or C.
Yeah, we saw that as well. I think it was in the Penta game that TK was stuck up here like, okay, well, what do you do? And they had to get to B, and the whole place was just completely camped out by Penta players. They're like, oh, all right, cross the street then.
Yeah. It's really rough, and you really have to kind of choose your battle, your positioning wisely. But the countdown has started. Epsilon going to be over on the blue side, currently leading 1-0 in this best of 3. And Penta, fortunately for them, down a map currently on the red side as well. Now, give me a little prediction here. Who's getting how many MCOMs on this half?
I think Epsilon will get 2 MCOMs this half. And the reason I say that is because they are starting on the blue side. And I think their blue side is far better. I think the US is far better. So that's a lofty prediction for me. I think Penta are a very, very good team, but Epsilon on this map have been able to just trash Fnatic on it. And I think that means a lot still. What about you? What are your thoughts?
I I want to say Penta can actually pull off a 2-0 here. Or maybe a 2-1. Because I feel like they're... It's just... This doesn't look live. Is this live? No, that's definitely not live. Alright, so we're not live yet, but I want to say Penta, because I think on the red side, which they actually won't be on the red side, because they're going to be swapping now, can be actually fairly good because of the position and the buildings that they're able to hold.
Yeah, I think so. They've used them very, very well in the past. I don't know here. I don't think we're live yet, ladies and gentlemen. We just some teams surely just ironing things out. We've got the admin team on the job, so we'll see a restart and then back into another countdown, which is always fun because we get to fill that time with our lovely casting. Yay! Well, yeah. I mean, this could be pretty intense here. I mean, for Penta, they really don't want them to take the foot off the gas at any point, and I feel like they did that. It's not underestimating Epsilon, but I feel like they took the foot off the pedal at the end of that first half on Locker Room, and Epsilon just said, right, well, you guys have just stuffed up. Now we could push forward, and now we can just plant the bomb, and now you're screwed because you have to get minimum 2 MCOM detonations in the next half, and it's just like their margin of error for Penta is just so high that they had to play, so well. To bring that one back. It's just all from one mistake. Just letting the game get away from them, maybe underestimating how close Epsilon were to being able to get another plant down. It's a shame to have seen that, but it does happen, and it's just something that you don't want to see from a team like Penta, especially when they're arguably top three in Europe.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Top 3 definitely. But countdown has started. So now with Epsilon on the red side, how many MCOMs we're looking for either team?
I don't know about side bias too much. I actually think we'll get 1, and I think it'll be Penta that get 1 MCOM this half. There you go.
Only 1.
Big change there, but yeah, I don't know. Epsilon don't really seem to have like a cut and dry approach to playing from the red side. I mean, even I think earlier tonight they did play against Leisure as well. They got no MCOMs in the first half. Null. So, and that's a team that ostensibly they were looking a lot stronger than as well, especially when they just direct them on lockers. So,
all right, well, we'll see. Looks like we are live.
Yep.
Looks like we are live here. So here we go. Again, Epsilon, they are currently leading 1-0 in the final, and Penta need to really come back in this map to take on to Zavad, which would be the 3rd map, where I believe Epsilon's already played once today at least. Actually, both teams have played once, with Penta going up against Team TK and Epsilon up against Revo. But here we go. Lex, we're tagging along with him. Hunter there to cut him off. And it looks like, again, just a very standstill kind of beginning like we expect out of a map like this.
Yeah, I think teams really just want to be a bit conservative in the early stages here because we've seen what a difference. One kill probably doesn't make a huge difference. Killing your opponent means that you can maybe move up a bit more. 2 or 3 kills means that now those 2 players left on the enemy team have to cover a ton of area with just 2 of them, and it's a lot harder to do, so you can definitely sneak around people then once you get those advantages. So a lot of back and forth here. Oh geez, Lex and I think it was Kamika that was in that position both. No, it was Quick that got taken down. So Epsilon have control of the bridge. Super important position. Not so important if you're attacking, but definitely great if you're defending a bomb that's pushing across the map. So Mayak had the bomb for a second, and he was gunned down. Jika loves playing in this spot as well. We always see him up here in this grassy area, and he dominates, to be honest.
He's not going to have much company so far, though. You see relatively quiet for him at the moment. Quick trying to work towards the highway side as well. Finally able to get a kill onto Lex, but you can still see even with that 1 kill, both teams, well, at least Epsilon on this side, haven't really felt confident enough to push up just yet. Even with the second, they're still being very hesitant to go anywhere. It looks like they really want to close out this location that Wirus is at to stop from just spying them out alone.
He is just cowering behind the rock, and well, he gets up to meet his maker there. So, I mean, he managed to push himself forward here, so it's just going to be back and forth really. It's just a war of attrition right now. It's whoever can sort of hold their focus and hold their positions for as long as possible. That's a great shot from Hexagon towards Smashy there. Important as well to get that guy out of the trench. You can drive a wedge in between the enemy's defenses on the A and B side of the street by clearing out that trench. Super important now as Jika now wants to come forward and get involved in this one as well. He has the best position to poke up as well. Couple really, really good kills. Jika now a little bit exposed there. Very, very low, down on 1 health. But look at this. Hex has gotten behind. He's going to get up on towards that platform. And this is Epsilon doing it bit by bit. Very nice play from them. And Hexa should be revived in a moment once Jika can secure this area. But the bomb was dropped. And that was just all on the back of Wyros 1v1ing against Mayak and taking him out.
He's got the bomb, but he's not really able to get away just yet. He has a squad spawn on top of him as well to help him to help facilitate a push back across the map. But again, with so many men of Epsilon
He's off.
on their side, they have to be very careful. But here we go, he's pushed straight across, and oh, he gets punished. 2 men from the highway side. And Epsilon do shut that down, pick up 2 kills, getting the 3rd as well. And this very well might lead up to a plant out of them.
Very good start. You can see that Lex is really out of position, and Smashy's not close enough to this building to contest it right now. And you can see even Hex is pushing towards him. He wants to get him out of the picture right now. You can see 2 little Penta bunny rabbits jumping across the screen, and he knows, has a good idea at least on their position. A is for the taking for Epsilon right now as Horek pushing right on up. Bless you. There's Horek now just trying to clear out some of these players, but Smashy responding nicely. Wyro's there at low health. Horek's going to have to descend the stairs to take him out, but he is being proven to be very slippery. Well, sort of. Sort of.
Just punchy jumping off behind him. Just able to pick up that kill. And look, Meg sitting there inside of the smoke trying to go for the plant, but has actually sat back. This could be huge if Epsilon could pull this off, and the plant will get put down. Penta with 3 men alive. They're not spamming enough, and that's going to be a plant for Epsilon, and this could potentially be a very easy hold. These
2 players here in a very important position. Hunter, wow, that's really cheeky. He's prone inside the bus there, so he can do a lot from that position if he can stay undetected for at least the moment. I don't really think he can be wallbanged so easily from there as well. Great spot, and the kills are coming in thick and fast for Epsilon. This is perfect for them right now. Horek looking for the revive on Jeek is going to get that guy up and fighting at the front lines here. He backs away from a nade. And look at this, completely caught out of position. Penta can't get to A right now. They have managed to sneak past. Quick might just jump out the window here. Oh, his teammate will go first at least. They want to go towards this bomb. What can they do about it right now? Where's Epsilon? Oh, there he is. Jika was lying in wait now. Going to get the second? No. He does get taken down by Quick, and Lex is there. But the MCOM goes up. It just wasn't quick enough. With Mayak, the last man standing, is a very broken and battered Epsilon team. But they managed to hold on to that bomb, and the MCOM goes up in flames.
Now I wonder, are they going to spawn anyone on top of Mayak? Are they going to use him as a big pivot point? Actually stop them from crossing back into the map. You can still see 2 men on the side of Penta actually pushed up Quick. And another man there directly next to him. Actually in the enemy territory. Wyro's trying to catch them off. I wonder if they're going to be detected from this.
Well, they haven't been seen. They've been underground for the most part here. So just Wyro's has to be careful of where he's looking. He's looking towards the bomb. I mean, yeah, this is not bad. He can snap this one up and head back over, should I say, because Mayak actually got a kill on towards Smashy there as well, so he knows that there's still a presence of Epsilon behind his own lines. He will still come forward,
How many men does he expect there, though?
Oh, probably only 1, I think, if he's fairly clever, but he's only got 1 teammate right now. They want to go the outside, and this is an area that I think Epsilon really excel well at, just behind this bus and working forward from this one, but Wyros has no idea where he's being shot from right now, and it's that cheeky little spot right there. Look at this, too easy. Oh, the shots can come through now.
Now, like too easy. He's not here. They've lost already.
Don't rub it in, bro. Let's not remind him right now. They're like, oh, we've had the same bad casting from Mitch and Jason for 3 seasons and it hasn't changed.
Sorry, 3 for you, 6 for me. But here we go. 4 minutes left. Epsilon still leading 1-0 in MCOMs. And Jeek actually the man carrying the bomb. They gotta be very careful though. I mean, look at this. He has a 2-man squad pushing off towards C. If they get those kills and get control, he's immediately gonna run back. So he's actually causing distraction by being up towards his highway side. And looks like the 2-man squad has been able to pick up 1 kill. Hex is just trying to get that revive back, and he will pull it off. If they take control of C, this would be very deadly for Penta. We could see a 2-0 for Epsilon.
Kami wants to secure this area. He knows the bomb is, well, floating, but these 2 Epsilon players here back-to-back can be such a nuisance right now as well. They can revive each other, they can stay close, throw their health packs down, and sally out from this position. Yes, sally is actually a word. You can see the Hexus goes down, and we will probably get revived. But this is a ballsy position if I've ever seen it right now. I really don't think that player has too many cares to give, and there's Mayak there. What a surprise. 11-4, the man doing well. Bullet to his face now as I've just...
doing well until we observe him and then he dies.
Caster's curse, baby. Happens to the best.
Well, Chica now with the bomb will get dropped. And unfortunately, that's giving a little bit of control to Penta that Epsilon didn't want to give. They're down to 2 men, Horek and Hexus. And Penta with the bomb, actually so close to playing towards C. This is dangerous. Epsilon, they need to get back here as quick as they can. They need to stop this from going down, but I don't think they're going to be there in time. There's 2 men spawned off in that direction, and actually with the position they have, they should be able to stop the fight from going, but B's open.
Yeah. Penta have to get over the fences as well if they wanted to go for C. So it looks short. It's not actually that short because it's super vulnerable getting over the edge of that one here. So QCK will just keep his head down for the moment. He's got to keep reminding himself, yes, I'm visible to the enemy team. They know where I am. I need to stay safe. I need to use cover. I need to use my teammates right now. Smoke goes up on C, but QCK does go down. Response was quick though, and Jika drops. Horek is just trying to be a little bit cheeky from... I don't know, man. Okay, I know now. Thank you. You've proven my point. He does get a nice little kill there, I think.
No, he got assists.
Did he?
Didn't actually get a kill, so he got assists, and he actually spawed them out as well. But I agree with that. I don't like that position from where he was, especially when they knew the bomb was coming that direction. But look at this, they're pushing back across the map. Only problem is the respawns are back towards C, and Epsilon have to get through another wave of Penta if they want to get this bomb down. Yeah,
and Epsilon can only go for this part of the map now. They've already taken down that A bomb side. 2 minutes left in this one here, and Hexus with that double is going to be shaking things up for Penta. Going to be making him dance a bit with those bullets. And he's going to be waiting for some teammates to join him here. It's a very strong position to have, but Lex will be able to shell him out of it. And the bomb not moving too fast. Mayak and Jiko have it in hand, and Mayak is actually in a very exposed position there. He actually just wanted a Penta player to poke him. Such confidence coming out from the man. And again, Horex's been spending most of the map over on that side as well, just trying to be a thorn in the side. He's actually drawn Wyros across there as well. Bit of a split push if you want to call it that. Hexus finds Lex easily enough. Takes only half of his health and damage there, so he's done well. Couple shots as well on the cross now. The bomb is not really moving too far. Epsilon's still just poking and prodding, trying to find the best way to go about this one here. They should already be happy with their performance here. This first half getting one MCOM down, but they would love to go for a second. They'd love a repeat of that Operation Lock of first half.
Oh, wow, they're being closed in on. This is really dangerous because everyone that's over here is on that actual bomb, and you see Jika just trying to get away as quick does flank completely behind them.
Jika's, they're in trouble.
That is great shot out of him. That's 3 quick kills. Epsilon, they pretty much dug themselves into a hole, and Penta are going to get across the map. But look, there's still 2 men there to defend on the C. They just have to stall for 40 more seconds, and then they will still have the lead coming in the second half.
Well, Penta go for A, though. That's the thing. Horek has literally been doing the dirty work this whole half and just had to stand out wide on the flank. So this is where he would really shine, but he's had to put his head down for now. He's had to be a little bit more careful. He sees someone in the trenches there. That was Wyros as he crosses through. He is safe for now, the man. The bomb is still a ways away from that side. 20 seconds left. Time is of the essence right now for Penta. They must make their moves and they must make them quick. Kills are still coming out in favor of Penta, but it is still back and forth. Wyros and Lex going down. Oh, Cammy dropping. That should be it, I think, in this half. There's not much that really can really be done. QCK will sit on the bomb and know that there's not much he can do with that one now. It's going to be 1 MCOM to none as the first half comes to a close on Dawnbreaker.
All right, so Epsilon, even with them getting a little bit careless towards the end, they still stalled for enough time trying to be last, not beacon, but just try to protect that bomb the best they can with the amount of men they had around it. But Penta, they have a lot of work cut out from now. You said Epsilon earlier on when they were on the blue side that you think that they can pull off a 2-0 in a half.
Well, they have. I mean, I believe
do you think
that
they can do it again?
Yes, I think I can do it against
Or you think Penta can pick up 2 and then either close out with a win or tie things up depending on how many MCOMs Epsilon gets?
No, I think Penta, I reckon they could get 1 here. But look, the thing is, you're not going to see 3 MCOM detonations in a half in general. I just don't think it happens. It's just, Dawnbreaker is too big. It's just too slow for that kind of thing. So I'd say, yeah. No, I'd say I think Epsilon will get 1 more and that'll be it. I think we could be 1-1 after this one. It could be 1-1. Like, so, I mean, so Penta could get an MCOM in this half as well as Epsilon.
Oh, so you think Epsilon's going to win?
Yes.
But whether it's a 3-0 or 2-1 is still up to be decided.
Absolutely.
Or,
well, no, it could end a 2-1, but I don't know.
I
just don't expect to see like a bunch of detonations occur. It's just not going to happen.
Okay, now I'm going to laugh if we see 2 MCOM destructions within like 2 minutes.
I'll be impressed though. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're voting with your head against your heart, kind of thing. Like, I personally would love to see Penta take a win here from Epsilon and actually, knock them off the throne as the champions so far in this one. But logically, from what we've seen and what experience would dictate, I feel like Epsilon does have the advantage. And if I was a betting man, which I'm not, if I was, I'd put my chips on them.
Your money?
Chips, money, chips, yeah.
Chips sounds so delicious.
I agreed. Well,
we're still waiting for the countdown to start here between these 2 teams to close this one out.
We are. That we are.
Well, Penta, I mean, I'm trying to think back earlier on when we saw him up against Team TK. We had Cammy with some pretty good pretty good kills. We were talking about them as a team that anyone can step up at a time and really put up some fantastic numbers. Where Epsilon pretty much on the same boat with the firing power that they have behind their team. I think one thing that might be lacking though is like a strat caller. like a proper shot caller. I mean, Safe, he never got, you know, well, not that he never, but he seldomly ever got like top fragger of his team. But because he was a good strat caller, because he knew how to read the other teams, he's able to take them, you know, pretty damn far as a team in general.
But do you necessarily feel that even if someone's not top, even if someone's top fragging, like they can't be the caller? I mean, it seems
It's
like
not that. I just don't think they're, because like, if you're top fragging, if you're trying to top frag, like say Mac or Hunter here, you're not focused on necessarily what the other team's doing in terms of like general strategy. Like he's not going to be sitting there gathering information like, oh, okay, well, so-and-so just told me there's one by the grassy knoll, so-and-so just told me there's two under the bridge. He's not going to be thinking about that and like where to go next. He's going to be thinking about, well, where are they going to potentially be in my next spot so I can kill them. I don't know. I personally don't think that. You never see like even when Counter-Strike, strat callers typically be the top fraggers for their team. Yes, it is a different game. I understand that, but I think it just kind of stays true across games.
Well, Epsilon so far not seeming to suffer too much off the back of that, I guess. But let's see what they can do here with 20 seconds left to count down. And this could be it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be Epsilon with their third crown in a row. And the first time that we have seen Fnatic not take a cup within the first 3 weeks. My God, would that be impressive? That'll happen either way. The question hangs over this game is who is going to be the champion for this month. Penta always working hard, always keen Marines, as it were. But Epsilon have just been dominant from start to where we are now in this season.
I get that. Keen Marines, and they're on the US side.
Yes.
Nice. Not bad,
Good
not
word.
bad. Here we go. So, like I said, Epsilon on the blue side. Let's see what they can accomplish. Leading 1-0. Remember, if they get 2 NCOMs in this half, or if they... Well, I'm not going to go into every single possibility, but they're winning currently. And Penta have to get an MCOM at a minimum of 1 to make it so they could potentially go into overtime.
Right, we expect a slow start here. It's definitely nothing out of the ordinary. Nexus now in the middle of the map. Doesn't really know where he's shot from, I don't think. He's actually trying to get the spot. No, there he goes. He got his opposite number in pretty much the exact same position. Oh, I'm glad I moved that camera over there beforehand. Not. And that was Lex, of course. So, yeah, very much a mirrored approach here towards this one. See both these guys in these key positions. 2 guys on that bridge. 2 guys over here as well. So a series of 1v1s we sort of see to start things off.
Epsilon actually grabbing the bomb really quickly, funny enough. We hardly ever seen teams do that. It's just typical to sit back, get some kills, then get the bomb when you plan to move instead of just holding on to it before you even make your decision. But Epsilon able to get 2 kills already on a quick and a Wyros. So actually trying to respawn from range here as Hexus does respawn as well, getting another. And this could be the opportunity for them to push up. They had 3 kills come in, and now a 4th. They have only 2 minutes left on the side of Penta. They should be able to get this bomb across the map.
Ballsy play by Hexus there as well to charge the bridge and get that kill now. 2 players up on the grassy hill. Neither of them going to fall at this stage. One of them is quite low. Wyros, of course, normally has this duty. This is normally his job to hold on towards his hill. But Jika, well, he's king of the hill in my opinion. Plays it very, very well. Maybe looking for Wyros. He's close by. Wyros can't quite jump up and take him out here. So Bomb, yep, making its way across towards his side here, and there's definitely no time being wasted now as Mayak has to get on the red side of this bomb side. So he has to use smoke here. He can't just walk up and plant on the safe side.
They're firing the smoke, but they're just missing.
Well, look at him. Look at him. Oh, he went down, but he got the bomb plant, so that's important. Yeah, like it's like you can just tuck yourself in here really nicely and get the plant down. Nothing really the opponents can do about that one. Well, okay, well here we go. The firing squad of Epsilon's up on the hill, and we've talked about this isn't the best position to have right now if you're trying to contest things on the street. But so far so good. We've got 2 in the tunnels as well. They've made their way all the way across from the hill. Now they're in the trenches. Jika with a great kill there. Epsilon have good control over this one. They have to maintain it though now. A 3v3, and Mayak wants to get involved in the fight as well.
So that was a great position on Mag. He gets 1. He's going to get the 2nd as well. He's looking for the 3rd. He can't connect just yet, but he's bought so much time. Lex, the last one alive, who's nowhere even near the bomb. And that will be Epsilon taking a 2-0 lead. It's not Penta. They have to get... Oh, no, they've lost a man.
That's devastating. I mean, the rules state that the game must go on as well. Penta with 1 man down at such a crucial moment. Epsilon have that first detonation. I mean...
Penta need to get 2 to win.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not to win, to just tie to go in overtime.
How do you do that with 4 men? I don't know. I'm hoping that Penta gets their 5th as quick as possible, but the game must go on, so we'll not harp on that one too much here and just try and focus on the here and now as the bomb does respawn towards the middle. And Mayak just keeps getting better. He really does. Just keeps getting better and better. I mean, last season for him was definitely good. And the season before that, he was just starting to come into it. But now, man, this guy is just a 1-man wrecking ball.
Just on the first season. The first initial season of Battlefield when we started, he actually carried Epsilon single-handedly, but because he couldn't play in the finals, they took him off the roster. They kept him on the team, but not eligible to play because they wanted to play as their own 5, because that's the roster they would be playing with at the actual event. But now Penta down 2 men. Lex, Cammy, Ryraz responding back in. This could be the end. Epsilon obviously not going to take advantage of this situation. Of course they're going to.
It's so hard, Jason. Well, what do you do with 1 man down as well? Like, in this game, 1 man means so much. And there, especially when you've got Hexes just getting doubles as well. Yeah, he's back. Not a moment too soon, but it may not be enough. It's going to be a plant. Look at this Mike just like firing his guns akimbo while he's planting the bomb. Gets done. That's multitasking.
Never let a woman type it in a code for it with another hand.
Never let a woman tell you can't multitask, Mike. Brilliant stuff. And he does get revived as well. He could back away. Get this one done. Never let anyone tell you, I guess.
I was to say, why does that have to be a woman?
Yeah, because you know the thing that apparently women are the multitaskers. So they're good at it.
Either way, this is potentially the final MCOM Penta. They need to hold on to this one. They need to get this defuse through, but Meg, he's not going to be able to pick up that kill. Lex and Smash, the last 2 alive, up against the 4-man of Epsilon. That Smash, you're going to follow Lex, the last man, and the bomb is going to start taking away. It's almost going to be the last few seconds.
It's over. It is over. Lex is going to make his way towards the bomb. The Smalls are coming, but will it be enough? I don't think so. This bomb is going to go up, and Penta are nowhere to be seen. There it is. Epsilon take it away. 2-0 in this grand final. Cement themselves as, well, the winners of the 3rd cup here in the winter season. These guys are looking too hot to trot. Penta coming close on a couple of occasions here, but really just not seeming quite on the same level as Epsilon this evening.
No, unfortunately not. But, I mean, honestly, credit to Epsilon to not only do it once, not twice, but now 3 times in a row. That's really a tale of how good they become as a team. The roster swaps that have happened, I think they've proven that they're probably the best Epsilon that they have out there, or that they've had out there in previous versions. So it's going to come down to, can they do it again? Can they do 4? Can they be the only other team besides Fnatic to win every single cup the entire season?
I cannot wait to see them offline as well, by the way. Like, purely on virtue of winning these 3, I think they have secured themselves at least a spot in the group stages. Yep. Offline, these guys are going to be so beastly as well, but my God, impressive stuff.
One thing we can say, though, is that they're still not the best team in Battlefield. At least at the moment. Like,
no.
Because of the history Fnatic has, Fnatic's still like the best team in Battlefield, and Dexterity, I think Dexterity and Epsilon are pretty damn close for number 2, but I don't know which team would be number 2 at this rate.
Yeah, no, you can't. After Fnatic, I mean, the thing is, like,
you've
got
won
Epsilon,
5 out of 6 seasons.
They're winning seasons. Epsilon are winning cups, which is great. It's their rungs on the ladder to victory, but no one's getting ahead of themselves saying that they're better than Fnatic at this stage. But not to take anything away from Epsilon,
I think they might be saying that to Fnatic, though, to get in their heads a little bit.
That's up to them. That's all I'm going to say there. So, I don't know, Jason, there's been a solid game of nights here, mate. Any closing thoughts before we wrap this one up?
No, I mean, just again, I want to give a shout to Revo for really stepping up and doing well. A team that, we saw it take it to Epsilon, actually. Took it into that 3rd map. Credit to them to being able to do that. I like to see new teams really up and coming. I hope they come back next week and do it again.
Yeah, it definitely seems like some of these teams younger teams are coming up, and Battlefield Esports is alive and kicking. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wrap things up here. I've been Mitch Leslie with Jason Kaplan. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you these games, and we will be back next week with Cup number 4. Well, I'll see you then.